Good morning, everyone. So today we explore our one more topic under the Azure. So our topic related to the database. So basically, we focus on the uh, Azure database for the MySQL. So I imagine Azure provide the multiple functionality related to the database. So today we basically focus on the this one Azure database for the MySQL. So how to use Azure Database for MySQL? Today we will explain. Okay. So before going the creating the server and the MySQL database, first understand what is the exact my database for the MySQL. So I will create a PPT. So we will explain. So basically, the fully managed database service provided by the MySQL, Azure, okay, and development, management, and scaling of the MySQL database. So this is basically the overview. Okay, now understand what is the database of the Azure database for MySQL. So basically, fully managed service. So you can create a fully database service, and you can manage all your existing database. You able to import your database in the very efficient way. So basically, provide a pass. So platform as a service offering, which include the microscope infrastructure, patching, and other related to the backup. Okay, you have manage everything in the lower cost. Okay, and other the scalability performance. Yeah, so in other database, if me facing the performance issue, database too slow, the query is too taking the so much time, and security problems. So with the Azure database, you is able to handle and increase the performance of your data. So related to the CPU memory, so you have thousand like of user fetching the data in your database, so taking some more time. That time the CPU and memory is just too high. So in this Azure database, you can manage easily, and your query is faster compared than the other. Okay, capability. So it's based on the open source MySQL database engine capability with the existing application and tool. You can easily migrate. So I'm already explain. You can easily migrate your different type of the database with Azure database. Okay, Azure database for MySQL is designed to provide a effective. So in other if you buy to other database, so that so it is the more expensive, but with the Azure database is a cost effective reliable solution for the MySQL database in a cloud. Okay, so there are no any risk to lose the data. Okay, so Azure have the large cloud, so large cloud with the high availability, security, and the other than. So why we use Azure database? There are many database functionality available for the different platform, but why we use Azure database? So this is related to the reduce operation overhead. So if you go with the other side of the managed database, is taking the cost effective, and Azure have the large community and the large cloud, so there are no risks to lose your data. Okay, Azure handle routine maintenance, daily basis maintenance tasks such backup. So you can set the backup like 3 days, 7 day, yeah, weekly, yeah, monthly, yeah, as per your requirement. You can manage your backup, backing, and the monitoring. Okay, reducing burden to your IT team. So if you introduce your IT team, this is the cost effective, take the time, but with the Azure, easily manage. And the most important part is the cost efficient. Okay, so pay as you go price model ensure only pay for the resource of the consume. There are the no upfront cost, yeah, long term community. So is this point for the another server. If you store your data like 2 GB, so every time you pay with the 2 GB. Okay, while your data is using or not, but with the Azure, only pay if your resource which consumes. So this is the main important point and that's why we are using the Azure database for the enhanced security purpose. You can use Azure database, okay. And basic is global. You can manage your data with a globally. So available in multiple Azure regions. So if you right now in India, so you can store in data in the any region of the world, like worldwide. Okay, so you can manage your data in the worldwide. So I will explain how to import your data, but there are some point. Okay, first point, you prepare the file. So if you have the any app, any website, so first you can export your data, so like a dump. So first you can create a dump. Now using MySQL workbench, yeah, through the command line, there are the many options to impute your dump data, okay. So yeah, now there are the three options. You can use the MySQL workbench, yeah, command line, yeah, Azure CLI. So there are the many options to import your data through other database to the MySQL database. Benefit. So this is the most important part of the slide. Benefit. So high availability. Yeah, I'm already explained. Azure provide option for ensuring high availability, including zone redundant and geo redundant configuration. So you can manage everywhere in the region wide. So automated backup. So if you not your data with the automated, so require any IT team to take a backup. But with the Azure, week you can set a weekly or monthly as per your demand. You can set a configuration, then your backup automatically is stored. Okay, automated backup are performed regularly, and you can restore your database to previous point in the time. Intelligence performance, yeah, with the Azure database your performance is high, okay, because there are the many and tips, and there are many functionality used for the manager database, okay. And with the, yeah, security. So data security is the most important part. If your data is a leak, so there are many harm for you. So for the security purpose, you can use the database, okay. So basic concept of a database, yeah, server. So if we run any database, we need to server, okay. So first you can create a server, then you can create a database, then you can import your data. You create a data table, and you can use, okay. So there are the many concept. So yeah, scaling is the most important part. So you can use vertical scaling. Yeah, you can read a replica. So there are the many functionality with the Azure database. So now the last, so key take point for the Azure. So explore the Azure portal and create Azure account. So I will explain. Deploy the simple Azure database or MySQL server. Migrate your existing data. This is the point you can explore with the Azure portal. So now we will move our Azure portal. Okay. So I'm already logging with the my Azure. So this is the my Azure portal. So I'm logging. Okay. Once you log in, you can directly search Azure database for the MySQL server. Yeah, you can easily able to check Azure database for the MySQL server. Okay. Now we haven't any MySQL database server. So first you can create the MySQL database server. So there are two options. You can create a scratch by, yeah, if you want to website, yeah, with the World WordPress. So then you can choose the second option. So now I'm going with the first flexible server. Okay. So once create a server, right side you can check the estimate cost when you create a server. Okay. Now you need to the resource group. So first I will create resource group. Okay. Azure database MySQL RG. RG means resource group. So first we will create the Azure database for the resource group. Now need server detail. So AG server 001. So region, you have the many regions. So for the example purpose, you can choose anyone. So right now I'm choosing HTTPS. Okay, ability zones. There are no need to ability zone. Administrator login. So, chat admin Azure login password. Password 1 2 3. Just a second. So I'm creating the username and password. Okay. Now this is the workload type. So now there are the three type: tab, standard, and enterprises. So if you go with the tab, so estimate cost is related to the 1,223 per month. So if you go to standard, so price will be increased. Okay, you can see 21,000 approx. If you go to the enterprises have the 31,000. Okay, so now for the demo purpose, we go with the dev and test. So 1,200 something, the estimate cost. Okay, now there are no need to for the demo purpose. If you want to add firewall for the current IP, you can check on this step. So enable high availability if you want. You can check availability. If you go with the geo redundancy, you can check the geo redundancy. So I am explaining in the other video a geo redundancy. What is the geo redundancy? So tell me about your work, MySQL workload. Okay. So there are the option. I'm building a new app. Yeah, I'm migrating the MySQL. I'm migrating the another. I am migrating from MySQL single service. I'm using Azure Database. So there are the many. This is you need to be the optional. Now next, so if you want to create any tags, you can create a tags. Okay. After the review, server name cannot be changed after say a server is created. Okay. So if you want to create the servers, you can't edit the server name. Now click on the create. So it takes some time to create. First validate. After validation, uh, now it takes some time. You can see the initialize the development. So development is started for the MySQL server. So once it's completed, then your MySQL server is swing. So once MySQL server is swing, then now we will create a database and explore the next step. So development, you can see development is the process. Okay, it takes some time like 30 second or 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, so we will explore the full detail related to the MySQL server. So you can see resource as a server 001. I have a name, put the name with the server AZ Azure server 001. So they are the free tutorial for PHP and MySQL app. If you want to explore, and you can explore the tutorial related to the PHP Laravel, and so you have the full detail related to the PHP. Now it takes some time. Okay, so there are the MySQL official site. So there are other functionality related to the DB. So you can use Azure Cosmos DB, Azure SQL database. So as per your requirement, you can explore. Now focus on the development file. Click on the detail. What is the detail? Okay. The system write operation file complete successfully because it is the terminal provide the file. Okay. I think some issue. Okay. Now want to delete this one. We will create a next one. Okay, there's the error. Maybe might be some issue. Now I'm creating the new one. Okay, this one fine. Azure server 0001. Okay, Azure admin the 1234. Admin at the 1234. Okay, dev and test is fine. Now create text. Text is not required. Review. Server cannot server name cannot be changed in server review. Okay, fine. Now create, initialize the template development for the resource. Okay, submitting the development. Maybe some server issue. I don't know what is the exact issue, but we can try again. Development in the process. So if you want to explore other topic, you can explore here. Okay, now waiting for the server. Okay, meanwhile you can explore the this link Azure Database MySQL documentation. So you can go one by one. Okay, you can explain all the point. What is the database? I'm already explained, but if you want to more detail, if you want to deep analysis with detail, you can use. Okay, you can see this is the diagram related to the your DB. And this is complete virtual machine. Okay, under machine there is the VM and many other services. Development takes some time. I don't know. You can see this image create cannot and manage. So this is the MySQL server. Now you can create as a server, yeah, import server with the Azure CLI, yeah, with the Azure portal, yeah, and any app, okay, like MySQL Workbench, okay. It takes some time, okay, not a big deal. I think not a big time to create, okay. Operation detail, some pause the video once it's complete and back. Now successfully created our MySQL server. You can see your development is completed. Now go to the resource. So this is the MySQL Azure MySQL server. Name is AZ server 001. So either here you can see that this is the subscriber and the section ID. I am adding the username, okay, agent admin, and I added the password also. And these are the server login. If you want to go like setup, so like just a second, not paid. So like host, okay, host like this one, okay, user name, okay, name like this one, okay, username like this one, okay, password I created admin at the rate 1234, and you can create a database, okay. So basic this is the functionality for the local. You can use localhost. Now in the Azure DB you can use the this link. Okay. Now if you do any activity, you can see your activity. Okay. Access control, you can manage your control. You can create the access. You want to the team, assign the role. You can easily assign the role. Okay. There are the many function related to the owner contribute. If you able the big able to manage big team, you can manage easily, okay. Under the tag, if you want to create any tag, so tag is showing here, okay. If you facing any issue, yeah, uh, stuck, you have able to diagnosis the and solve the issue, okay. The learning center, if you want to learn related to the Azure database, there are the YouTube blog, okay, normal blog, documentation and feedback. You can easily explore the MySQL server. Resource visualization, if you want to able, you can go to the your created database. Now under the setting, there are the compute and storage. So now you can see your created server and what is the functionality. Storage is 20 GB. Okay, you can easily update and modify your server as per your requirement. So in under the networking, you can see you can able to add multiple IP. So you can add here. So database, if you want to create a new database, you can create database here. I will explore this database and connection option. Okay. If you want to add any server parameter, you can easily able to modify your parameters. So replication, if you want to more about the replication, you can go with that. Because right now we have the only one server. There's a maintenance section. You can easily see the maintenance, high availability, backup and restore. So right now, automated backup created, completed something. So if you want to log, you can put the log here. Okay. For the Power platform, you can use your Power BI with the our MySQL, Azure MySQL DB. Security purpose, there are the many identification, data, authorization, and macro dependent. Okay. Monitoring is also available. You can see log and all details, server logs, workflow, alert. So you can see for the automation. Under the automation, you can create a CLI, PS, task, and explore template. If you want to any help, go under the help section. Now I'm just create a database. Okay, create a database. So create test database. Okay, you can create a character set and collection. So there are many connections. So right now, for the example, this general CI is perfect. So I will create a database. So you can create from the command line if you want to import. So you need to name a database. Okay. So once you refresh, so this is the test database. You can open under the Power BI. Okay. Now, okay, successfully create the our. If you want to delete, you can delete here. Now, this is the most important part with the connect. So I'm already explained. Okay, this is the host and database is created test database. Okay. Same detail, host name is this one, Azure, AG server MySQL database, azure.com, port 3006. AG, I've created Azure database, password, I will create password and MySQL mode. Okay. If you want to manage by locally, you can simply see MySQL minus h host name. This is the host name, minus p for the password, and minus u for username, and username this one. So if you want to connect with local, you can easily use the commands. First, you can copy this command and you can run locally. So MySQL minus h server name minus p port minus username minus p. Okay. If you want to download MySQL Workbench, so you can follow this path and easily able to connect with the MySQL. So this is the second option, MySQL my Workbench. If you directly import your data, okay. So there the mention the command. So run MySQL dump for the database vehicle. So my this is the MySQL dump. Okay, minus h host, putting the host. This is the host. Okay, minus p, and this is the port. Minus u. This is the username. Minus p. Okay, you put any database backup name. Okay, and your MySQL DB backup. So if you want to restore MySQL database, then directly you can run MySQL minus h, your server minus p port, username and password, and you can directly input your MySQL DB. So this is the third option. First option, you able to connect with your .NET, GB, Node.js, PHP, Python, Ruby. So there are the many functionality you can create our with the PHP, Java, .NET, Python. You can able to create, and you can use this functionality to create connect with the database. Okay. So under the database, you can explore. Okay, first if you import any table, you can create. Uh, so just a second. You can explore. This is a simple thing. Okay, if you have any issue, then I will run and import the data. Okay, this is a simple command. You can try. If you have any doubt, you can comment me. Then I will explain later. So this is the overall concept related to the Azure database. Okay, and now under the resource group, I have created this resource group. Okay, So this is resource group. So now I am to delete my resource group. Okay, copy the resource group. Now want to delete. Okay, this is the pay and use. That's why I'm going to delete. Thank you so much. If you have any doubt, you can ping me. Yeah, comment me. Thank you so much.